Now it's time for the last and final of the laws of leadership. And this is really the most powerful one if you can make it happen. It's called decentralized command. And what decentralized command means is everybody leads. And that's what you want. When you are in charge of a team, you want every single person on the team to be a leader. So the way that we use decentralized command in the business world is we definitely have small teams, small span of control, where each individual group understands what the overall mission is, and they can act independently without having to run their questions up the chain of command to find out exactly what to do. Instead, they understand what the destination is, they know why they're going to that destination, and those subordinate leaders can make decisions to move towards that strategic goal. I used this technique leading SEAL teams, but you can apply it in any leadership setting. Sarah is a chef who runs her own catering company, and she's in a unique situation with her teams. Sarah, I know you work in an environment where decentralized command is absolutely critical. Talk me through some of the issues you face.
So I'm a caterer and I have my own company, so I'm oftentimes hiring out other chefs for just one event, for like an evening. How do I make sure that we're all on the same page straight out the gate?
The issue is you got things that you need to make happen. You don't have time to form a big relationship and get to know them and build this trust that we've been talking about. So how the heck do we handle that? One of the more difficult things that we have to do as leaders is let go. As soon as you can, give up some of that control and let your subordinate leaders take it on and let them run. I would come up with a standard operating procedure, a checklist, a nice way to kind of command some respect. Hey, everyone, super nice to meet you. Look, I do this all the time. Great to be working with you all. I'm looking forward to working with you in the future. I really want to get better at what I'm doing. So far, here's some things that I've learned. When we do our food prep, we do it here. When we do our serve, we do this. And you go through a nice little list and you let them know, here's the expectations. And then you ask them a question. Hey, is there anything here that doesn't make sense to you? Allow them to influence you a little bit. We move on.
I don't know, sometimes I feel like I can't risk that failure as much as I want to see it happen. Can't take the risk.
Yep. So again, I think if someone comes to me, we're about to serve food, and someone says, hey, I always like to do the potatoes like this. I say, you know what? That sounds like an awesome idea. I actually can't wait to do that. Next time you come work with me, can you come an hour early? You know, I'll give you the extra money and we can go through that because it sounds like a great idea. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Telling the team, you know, like this is a great way to listen, and that makes them say, oh, Sarah kind of listens. Maybe I'll listen to her a little bit. In this case, where Sarah only works with people for maybe one night, she's probably not gonna have time to build those solid relationships. So I'm gonna try and listen as much as I can, try and show that I respect their ideas, but we still have a job to do and we're gonna make it happen. Let's say you have a boss and she is really good at utilizing decentralized command. She's empowering her team, she's letting them step up, she's giving them ownership of things. Well, over time, she has started to build leaders that step up and lead. Instead of looking down and in at her team to make sure they're doing the right things, once she's developed them, she has the ability to look up and out and take a look at a new market opportunity, take a look at some strategy that they can implement. What I found is that the most powerful compensation for human beings isn't actually money. It's freedom. It's control over their own destiny, ownership of their lives. The best way to get people to step up and take ownership and take responsibility is to actually give them that ownership and responsibility. Give them the ability to decide how they're gonna do something. Tell them what you want done, but give them the ability to figure out how they wanna do it. If we were in the civilian sector and you worked for me at a business, and you did a great job working with a client, I'd say, hey, that next client, you can set it up however you want. You want to give your guys Thursday afternoon off? Cool, do it. You'd think I was the greatest boss ever. because I would give you freedom. And when you do that, your team can then operate with freedom, with integrity, and of course, with decentralized command. As you operate with decentralized command, empower your team leaders by briefing them on strategic goals. Let go of controlling everything and look up and out for new opportunities. And finally, remember that freedom is worth more than money. Up next, what I believe is the most important skill in both business and in life. You all have some part of your personality that's really good for leadership. You all have some parts of your personality that don't help your leadership.